Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to the 12 days of foundation. I have no idea what day it is today. I think 10? Day number 10, baby, let's go. Today it is all about the Maybelline SuperStay Active Wear Foundation. I've seen this at Shoppers a million times over and decided to finally pick it up because I definitely wanted to cover some more drugstore. If you've missed the first 9 reviews, I will have them all linked down below. There's a giveaway in every single one for a Sephora gift card, so be sure to enter. And if you would like to skip ahead to any parts of the review, I'll have timestamps linked down below as well. Be sure to subscribe, but let's go ahead and get started. So if you remember, they had the SuperStay foundation out a while ago. This has sort of replaced it, and I did review the original. I'll link it down below. I don't remember really what shade I wore in that. It's been years. But this is the SuperStay Active Wear. So they're saying that this is a new packaging plus high performance formula. So I don't know really how much it's changed, but I figured I would try it out anyways. You get 30 milliliters in here and it comes with a pump. So very similar idea to the original. And then basically they're saying it's lightweight, high impact coverage, flawless finish. And I picked it up in the shade 320. And similar to the shade I wore yesterday, I'm a little nervous because it seems like whatever it is in the Shoppers lighting makes it look a lot lighter, because now I'm like, this is 320. I could have probably gone in Maybelline. I can generally do like either 312, 315, 320 depending on the range. Of course, it says on the website, if you're unsure between two shades, go with the lighter one. It's probably gonna oxidize. Let's see. It says, be your own professional makeup artist with Maybelline's full coverage 24-hour foundation. Saturated color pigments provide an ultra transforming effect in the long-lasting foundation. Lightweight yet high impact. Formula glides on for a flawless finish that lasts all day. And then if you're unsure between two shades, oil-free, doesn't clog pores, dermatologist tested, transfer water, and sweat-proof. The other thing is that they have the concealer in store as well, but I think they always list maybe 25 and 40, and I need like a 30. It's so frustrating. Like, these brands are doing, you know, some of them are doing a better job to stock more shades, but now the problem is coming to the retailer, and I think I talked about this in yesterday's video, so I apologize because I filmed them probably a week apart now, but it's just really frustrating because, you know, it doesn't matter that, say, Maybelline has you know, 30, 40 shades of this foundation. If Shoppers Drug Mart or Ulta or Walmart, whoever doesn't stock it, then that doesn't help me, you know. And then it becomes down to a neighborhood thing. If you don't live in a neighborhood where they think there's going to be black people or brown people, you know, it's frustrating. And I mean, the same thing even happens at Sephora. They have even bigger shelf space. So something needs to be thought of, because at what point then, you know, is it on the retailer to have a responsibility? Because we know, you know, we see especially Sephora, you know, launching all of these diversity campaigns, and it's awesome to see things for Indigenous people, for Black people, for Asian people, South Asian people, Southeast Asian people, all of that. It's awesome. But then what? I can't go in store and get my shade? Buy it online, they say? I don't know about that. This is definitely the most matte foundation I think I've tried recently. I'm not going to build it up anymore just because of the color. I think I can get away with the color. It's not too bad, but I don't want to add any more on my skin. And it definitely, I think you could probably just go ahead with your bronzer and things like that if you didn't want to powder it. I'm still going to lightly powder it because that just scares me. But the finish is really nice. I'm having a very bad skin day today. Just in general, I'm having a bad skin day. And then I slept in my makeup last night. I'm sorry. I couldn't do it. It was either, you know, I was falling asleep. I have so much trouble sleeping, and I was like, you know what? Sleep is going to be more important. And I slept till almost 7 a.m. this morning. So exciting. But anyways, I think that this looks good. I think that it has that nice sort of, you know, fairly matte finish, but not super flat. And I like the amount of coverage that it gave because my skin, I have some active breakouts. I've got some active scarring right now. I've got a little bit of dryness. I think it's holding up pretty nicely. So I'm going to go ahead, put on the rest of my makeup, and take some photos, and I'll be right back. Well, this review is off the rails. Can't remember what day it is. I forgot to do my before thing, and then I was doing my makeup and realized I didn't take my photo. So I still did take my photo, but I do have a little bit of concealer on my face. But anyways, here's the finished makeup look. I think it looks really good on my face now that I have the rest of my makeup on. It has that matte look to it. It doesn't look too heavy or cakey. A little heavy-handed on the blush and highlighter today. And also I'm wearing yellow eyeshadow. I haven't worn yellow eyeshadow in a little while, but a matte yellow on the eyes I think is so pretty, much more wearable than you feel. And it's funny, actually, I was inspired to do this because Jess and I on Pretty Blunt this week, my podcast, we're having like a kind of like a makeup nostalgia episode. So if you've never watched the podcast, which you can watch on YouTube or you can listen on Spotify, Apple, etc., I encourage you to check it out because we went down the memory lane talking about Bonnie Bell, talking about Jeffree Star, Kat Von D, all the different brands. You know, there was a palette that I had to call and cancel my credit card because I had my credit card number memorized, and I bought, anyways, whole thing. But if you like that, I'll link it down below. But that's what kind of inspired me to wear this yellow eyeshadow today, because we were talking about it on the podcast. It's the I don't even know if this palette exists, but a great yellow in here is the NYX Hot Tropic. Yeah, always, I keep this palette specifically for that great yellow. But anyways, as for the foundation, I think it looks good. I did use a very light powder on it. Like I said, it definitely dries down to like a more matte finish. And even in photos, I thought it looked good. Like here in my lighting, it looks really nice. The shade match looks better on camera, I think. And then also when I took the flash photo, I do have concealer, a little bit of powder under my eyes. I don't have powder on the rest of my face, so that's why I kind of took it side on. I don't think it looks like there's any major flashback or anything there, especially considering I do have, you know, a lighter concealer and the Laura Mercier honey powder under my eyes. So I think it looks quite good. It feels really lightweight as well, which I think is really, really important. And I think it's the kind of foundation that I'm gonna like even more if I was to use like a dewier setting spray. Like if I could just spray myself down with some All Nighter Ultra Glow right now, or as my oils start to come through, I'll definitely appreciate it a little bit more, but I think it looks really great right now. Definitely if you have an oilier skin type as well, like I know when my skin was a lot oilier, I want it to start matte because my skin is going to produce its own oils. I don't need it to start that way. So I think it looks great so far, similar to the original, but I will check back with you in a couple of hours in some natural light. Okay, it's been 4 or 5 hours. I'm just home from the mall. I was actually, I don't know if you can see, but I was testing a foundation here. I picked up one last foundation for day number 11 or day number 12, but I think things look really good. It feels really comfortable. I'm sweating a lot at the mall. I'm sweating a lot lately. TMI, but also fun fact. But I think still things do look really good. I did blot just a little bit because when I'm saying I'm sweating like profusely. Okay. So other than that though, and that's not a foundation thing, my nose ran a little bit as well, but other than that, I think things look really good. They feel really good and they look good. So I'll check back with you this evening. It is the end of my makeup day. I'm getting ready to head out for my evening walk. I try and do this in the winter times, not every day, you know, let's be honest, but in the evenings I try and get out for a walk. When you work by yourself, when you live by yourself, it's important to get out, especially in the wintertime when it gets dark at 5 and like I just want to crawl into bed right now, but I will not. Anyways, the foundation I think looks really good. I think this is a great drugstore option if you have an oilier skin type. I have lost some coverage here and there. I was just sort of lying down with my hairless cat who gets a little bit, like we kind of stick to each other a little bit. My nose was running, my face was sweating, so it's kind of been through it today and I think it held up really, really well. Also went and tried on glasses today, getting a new pair of glasses. So I think it looks really good. Reminds me of the original formula. I'm not sure that really anything has changed. I mean, of course they say like the high performance, whatever they're getting at, but in general, I still think it's a great solid drugstore foundation for those of you with an oilier skin type. I think if you have maybe a drier skin type, you might want to go with what I reviewed yesterday, which was the L'Oreal True Match. Something in between for me would be the L'Oreal Fresh Wear. But I think this looks great. I do think that Maybelline could maybe use a little rehaul to their shades. They've had these shades for a long time, which I appreciate for consistency, but it almost feels like the undertones could be updated a little bit. I would love to see some like neutral, warm, cool from them because they do a great job with foundations and they historically have done a great job with shades, but now shades have gotten even better and I would love to see them sort of level up. But I do think that this shade is okay, not my favorite. As always, let me know down below if you have tried this foundation and don't forget to enter the giveaway. It'll be linked in the description. And if you'd like to connect with me, you can find me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at SamanthaJaneYT, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!